So I was browsing YouTube the other day, like you do, when something caught my eye, and it was the plant Datura, also known as the devil's trumpets, moonflowers, thorn apple, or jimsonweed, all referring to D-stramonium. This is one of the most powerful deliriants out there, and the first thing I thought of when I learned about this plant was, how would it look like if it were an anomalous SCP creature? And me being an SCP fan myself, I had to find out. Which means I needed to know, would its character design be true to its origins? Would its anomalous properties be dangerous? Well, today, let's find out. First, a little info on Datura. As stated before, Datura is a deliriant, and when ingested can be very dangerous and cause lasting psychological effects. It's a poisonous plant to both animals and humans because it contains atropine, scopolamine, and hyoscyamine, chemicals that disrupt the nervous system, which controls other functions in your brain. That is why Datura's side effects are so unpredictable, and I think the worst part about this delirium isn't the brain damage. I think it's terrifying because of the hallucinations and psychosis you experience, which apparently could last from a few hours to a few days, but still have permanent symptoms, which apparently can exacerbate schizophrenia or cause paranoia, psychosis, memory loss, anxiety, depression, blurred vision, just to name a few. Many have had negative and deadly experiences when on this plant, but had similar hallucinations such as phantom cigarettes and visions of an old hag. Either way, this trip is sometimes people's personal hell. Now, those that partake in Datura's mental abyss use the seeds in their pods attached to the stem of the Datura flower. Those seeds are the poisonous part of the flower. Some smoke them, others brew them, and some eat them. But I guarantee you're not going to like the taste or the experience. Honestly, you're better off doing shrooms at this point if you want to hallucinate. Another reason that this is such a scary deliriant is because according to users, there is no comfort knowing you consciously took this drug like other psychedelics. Some psychedelics let you trip while having at least a little self-awareness, knowing that this is a trip and it's going to be over. Datura is not comforting. She bitch slaps you with her own version of reality. Many forget they even took it in the first place when they start to trip, which means they lose sense of reality. This loss of control has traumatized and terrified many, and the hallucinations are so realistic that it can take weeks or months for someone's sense of reality to come back, and even then, it's sometimes not completely there. So now that we got all the science shit out of the way, what would this plant look like if it were an SCP anomaly? The plant itself is very sharp and elegant, with its white petals and spiky plant balls. So wouldn't this SCP be more green and organic in its coloring and texture? I also think for such an intimidating plant with heinous symptoms, there needs to be equally as sharp features on the creature while still giving it an ability to stand and attack its victims. I think some of the anomalous features would be blind, because if I'm a schizophrenic-based monster, I don't want to be seeing hallucinations while I'm causing them for my victims. I'd maybe move and follow my victims by sound or vibration. I can't see this creature having people hands because it's still a plant-based creature with bipedal abilities, so it's more of a predator and should be treated as such, and I feel as though it needs that dexterity and flexibility. Also, when I think about the phantom cigarettes, I think about a creature with, smoker's teeth. Either way, coming up with the creature design was really fun, but I think the most fun is coming up with the anomalies. How would humans react to it? And what would happen if it touched a human? Like real Datura, the victim would feel the symptoms within maybe a couple hours to even a couple minutes, depending on how much the creature has come in contact with the skin. Although attacking you would be easy, because with this creature, it can go 85 miles per hour just by running and can climb high elevations. And the only way to keep it contained and deter it from attacking you is to keep activated charcoal in the presence of the Datura SCP. With these abilities, the SCP Datura could easily take over a city or a town if activated charcoal wasn't available immediately. The damage to humanity could be so severe because of the amount of people in a state of permanent delirium. This could absolutely outnumber the mentally stable. Now, with all this in mind, tell me, what do you think? If you encountered the SCP Datura, would you survive? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, if you liked this video, please comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.